Terms of agreements powered by a sense of self. In this short little video, I'm going to be talking about literacy theory and ageism, right? Yeah. Also going to be talking about some fictionalism also. So we have to start with the fictional world, right? The imaginary world, and how the brain thinks of life in the imaginary sense, right? So how the brain thinks about things is that every person that they recognize or cognate, right? And when I say they, I mean like every brain, right? How they look at it is every time they cognize a person, it becomes a part of them. So when a person cognizes a person, they automatically think, oh, that's another representation of me. Yeah, I know it's weird, but this is how the brain works. This is why, anyways, I go to it. Right, and this goes the same way with abstract concepts like age, right? Or like the morning or nighttime or whatever. These are all just fictional illustrations, in a sense. Or the belief that something is a car instead of a vehicle, right? Which, may I add, all of these concepts was made to, help you, put more life in your life. Have more of a imagination throughout life, so you can live with a, some type of, narrative behind your actions. So you know what you're doing. So it's a sense of self in these narratives. But there's some bad shit that comes with this sense of self narrative. The bad shit comes from when you start to say, I'm only 16, I'm only 18, I'm only 27, I'm young, I don't need to do that now, I got all the time in the world, right? So instead of you, living actuality or experiencing your true potential, you experience fake world of what you thought your age is. So if a 27-year-old is supposed to act goofy and dumb and stuff, you're going to start acting like that, right? Now, how did this tie all the way back into literacy? Not just if you say you can't read, you actually can't read because you said it, or proclaimed you can't. But if you say that you're just a 5-year-old kid or a 7-year-old kid and they're not supposed to know how to do that now, then you're